Well, you may not be able to tell, but it's raining. And I'm still on my own. So we're digging out this little pit here. We've got it emptied out a bit so far. Today we'll take it down 2 or 3 feet. See what we can find in the wall. Yeah, got a couple of things so far. Managed to get a stopper for a bottle, I think it's a Comrie one, and an inkwell. Nobody is here whatsoever. Bigfoot digger and treasure hunt in Scotland should be appearing at some point today, but yeah, they guys need somebody to shake the end of their bed to wake them up. So let's get diggy, see what's happening. Later on I might even prop the phone up at the tree and see if we can record some diggy action as soon as we get a bit deeper. And remember guys, at the end of this video I'm going to include, I've got a whole abundance of bottles there that I'm just getting too many, and I'm going to actually just let them go, and I'm going to let them go for like 50 pence, £1, £2 for various different things, and I'll show you after the end of the roundup what I'm talking about. And anybody who's maybe interested in getting one should definitely check out how much like postage would be to wherever, because you, like, I don't even know, I've been offered, people from America want to buy some stuff, but they'd end up paying like £5 for the item and probably £25 for delivery. I don't know anything about shipping. So anyway, I'll speak to you about that at the end of the video, and you might be able to get your hands on some little trinkets or something you wouldn't mind adding to your collection, and just for a small donation, no big prices or nothing like that. Although I might sell some of the big embossed ones for a slightly higher price. Not too much though. I'm not in this for the money. I love digging like crazy. It's just I'm getting so much of an abundance of stuff now, it's getting impossible to contain it. So see you at the end of the video, and we'll go diggy for just now. Catch up with you soon guys. Right, well, I've been digging a good bit using one of they kind of shovels, so very hard. But we are in for our first excavation, and believe it or not, this is roughly where I backfilled in. It's only about not even half a foot behind it. Oh, it's very dark. Get it out quickly. We'll bring it up. It's an AG bar. Well, not for me today. So that embossed bottle, or maybe we will take it, but it'll be kept aside for just now. Gutted, because I actually thought the embossing was a bit of a picture. On to the next. Guys, I just pretty much pulled this out intact. Look at that. It's the Queen and the King. And it says at the top. Oh, focus. June 26th, 1902. Wow. 1902. So who is that? Is that maybe Edward? Or is that George? I don't know who that is. It doesn't state. But that is funky. King and a Queen. It's a shame it's got a bit of a crack down it, but and no handle. But yeah, we're going to keep that aside and show the boys. They might love that. They're into all that royalty and queens and stuff. I can't stand them, to be honest. Well, see what else we can get. So we know we're pulling stuff from 1902. Yeah, we're having a fun day today. Oh yeah, we just got word. Bigfoot digger and treasure hunt in Scotland mark. It could be possible their alarms went off because they phoned and said they're on their way, man. Hoorah! Oh yes, we have a double surprise. We have another intact pipe come out of the wall. So there's the wee bubbly bit in the end. So hoorah! Doesn't seem to be no picture on this one, but on this one here we did get a British flag and a king's head. So Appalachian Dan, this will probably be on its way to you, buddy. A couple of more pipes over here, but intact. It's got Glasgow written on it. And also, when it fell down, we got this little inkwell. Well, stoneware pot. I'm told inkwells have a pouring spout. See? That's how clever I am. But yeah, another stoneware. Set that there beside my commemorative mug, King and Queen. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't forget the rubbish AG bar. They're really rubbish to me anyway. I don't really have a need for them, but I'm going to take them home in case other people want a bit of history from Scotland, because nearly everybody in Scotland drinks Iron Brew except me. So see you soon. Right, another heads up, the guys should really be here shortly. We have made a cave. Now we did get a few broken bottles, a few plain bottles, nothing good at all there. Now over here we did get this one broken, and it's a John Mackay, chemist, Glasgow and Edinburgh and Newcastle, for a mineral water or something. Another stoneware pot. Well, that's what we got. The AG bar. We got a Hallbrooks, big bottle. Some of these had their stoppers in them. Good on Black House, and a little plain one here. Now we did get a glass stopper, big one. I put the spade right through the middle of it. That was the biggest glass decanter stopper I've had. We've got a Venus de Milo, pretty cool. And we got some lovely 100-year-old wagon wheels. Hoorah! That's it for just now. No, yeah, look, pipe hoard. Appalachian Dan's going to be loving it. I've got a couple here. They've got the British flag on them, and then this one's a bit chipped, but this one's not. On the other side I thought it was the king, but underneath it says Bob's down here in the guy's face. Can you see that? British flag. And of course we got the intact pipe. The intact pipe says the Workman. On the other side I'll probably say, oh, I don't know what that says, but it certainly doesn't say Glasgow, it says Kemnay or something. So we'll go for just now, see if we can get any other tasties. I did actually just cave a hole in at the sides because they guys hadn't showed up and I was getting too deep in at the back. Other holes have been given in this morning, so just mucking this out a bit and we'll get to tearing away at the walls. And we'll see when the Chuckle Brothers arrive. See you soon. Now I keep getting epic cave-ins. My monster hole. I'll have a look, and we have pulled out even more pipes. A cool little bottle, but that one got broke, so joins that pile. We also got a good cod from Alexandria, it's broken. Another cod from Bonhill, broken. Little plain bottle. Another see-through Goodall in Black House, so that one there is the aqua coloured one, so we'll keep that. Castle brand aqua. A little green bottle I found. This is a little clear version, but it's cracked. We got a couple more stoneware pots. Yeehaw. And we got a Kepler, one without Kepler written on it, so it's an older one. And we got an AJ White, but it was cracked, so it's going into that pile. We've got a stopper, pure black teapot lid, perfect condition, but there's no teapot came out behind it. Now we did get this big beauty. This would have been the biggest glass jar I'd ever found, but it was broke. Yeah, Hole's getting big. Just need to muck it out again, another big load. See what else we can pull out. Right, back soon. Right, well, we're about to cave this hole in a bit more to widen it up. And already we got another stash of pipes. Oh, got one. We got a Glasgow, Camp Coffee and Shikori, Patterson's. Another Goodall and Black House. A little tiny ribbed bottom. Sure, these have got a little star on the bottom. And this one doesn't, but the bigger ones do. Oh, it's cracked. Yeah, we also got a dark green AG bar, but it's goosed. A tiny Castle Brander snap top. Another AG bar stopper. And some more pipes, yeah. So, I think we got Winnie the Pooh's honey pot. Yeah, we are about to cave in all around this edge, drop it into the hole, and then muck it out. It's too dark for you to see, but the hole goes back about 3 or 4 feet back that way. Right, well, time to cave it in. Back soon. In fact, you know what we'll do? While we're here and we've got the phone, we'll go and check. Cave in. Oh, epic cave in. Oh, look at that. Just spent ages mucking that out. Now we'll go and see what the Chuckle brothers are up to, because I heard them screaming. I heard them screaming. Can only mean good stuff. Where is it? Oh, broken gods.
I'm going to set my dinosaur on you.
Oh, why, look at that. That's a real Scottish haggis that's died and rotted away but left its jawbone there.
Old chip.
We've got Kepler, lighter than mine. Some AG bars. Nobody likes them. Oh, hold on a minute. I never heard anybody screaming about this one.
What? Minnow?
Yeah, the one with like the big hawk bird or something on it. That's cool. Not this thing here. Oh, I heard somebody screaming about that baby. Look at that. This phone really does it no justice. My other phone was meant to be going in to get fixed today, but I don't know if it will be, because I got the money. So these guys are in, batching out that hole. These other holes have been getting filled in. Need to get the phone away because it's not waterproof. Yeah, filled in all the holes. This one here filled in. Big massive one up at the back. It's all filled in. Right, we'll go for now, guys. Oh, we're getting some blurry action on the phone, like. Sorry about that. Right, well, the rain came, it got very wet. I was soaked to the bone and freezing. Mark and Norman appeared, they got real lucky real fast, so they got quite a few good finds coming out. Should check their videos out, Bigfoot Digger and Treasure Hunt in Scotland. Amazing bottles, some of the rarer, really rarer ones to come out. I don't want to give any spoilers, but Torpedo and Rare Ginger. We did get a big AG bar. I'm getting far too many of these, but they're just wicked, and they've got a lot of history behind them, being the biggest seller of soft drinks and other mineral waters and stuff in our country, so it's a born and bred drink that's still going around today. This one here is Essence Camp Coffee and Shikori. We've got a nice Aqua Goodall Black House Yorkshire Relish. This one here is kind of Aqua Allbrooks. So they're better than the clear ones. If I'd picked them up clear, they would have just been left behind. Now these here, they're not totally cleaned out, but they've been rinsed. But lots of bubbles in the glass. Nice aqua colour. And these are classed as ones you would just leave at the side, but they're just too nice to leave. and you get them in all different sizes, like similar style with the aqua, but nice tiny little one. But this one's a snap top. They would have just been snapped off to get into it. Crazy, a lot of the beers were like that. Could you imagine snapping the top off and shards of glass going down inside it? Then we got some funky coloured ones, but little vial sized flat top cork tops. But yeah, we did get a Bovril, two different types of inkwell. It's one kind of aqua. And we got this one from Mark, which is a Mason's OK sauce. I do have, not at hand, but I do have another OK sauce, but it's big, like the Gartons, something like this. But I love the tinies, totally love the tinies. Got a whole shelf for really small, cool stuff. Now, stoneware pots. We got 3 stoneware pots today. And Mark gave me this one as well. He always gives up the bottles. It's good that way. But you should really check their videos, man. They got some wow bottles coming out. Big Haldane bottle. Some lots of broken cords. So another ceramic pot. And we did get a Kepler. Kinda. This one doesn't say Kepler and the glass is very sick. But let me check it. On the bottle it says Snow Hill, BW & Co. London. So it's not actually Kepler like my other ones. This one here is pretty much the same bottle. Well, this is the round lip. I've got the other one up there with the flat lip. But this actually says Kepler in the glass. This doesn't. But it does have the inscription down below for BW & Co. London, Snow Hill. So that's cool. Good to know that it's not only Keplers that come like that. Now, pipe hoard. Again, I'll bring you back in a second. And back. Look at that. It's over 60 pipe balls there. That was just yesterday alone. That'll join my other massive bag. This one's got over 100 inside it. So Appalachian Dan's going to be loving this video. Now we did get ones with like, can you see that? It's got TW printed in it. Can't really see it because the dirt's been washed out of it. There's one, kinda see it. Got ones with a trim around the top. Got other ones here that say Wilson and Bowling, I think. Wilson Bowling. Quite a few there. We got some of these again today. You can make that out. The guy's head on it I thought was the king. This says Bob's underneath it. The workman pipe that says workman on one side and Kennedy on the other. They have here some British flags. So lots and lots of pipes. We did get a couple of intact pipes, but can't find the other one. We did get this one here, totally intact, so we'll swap this out and put that up there. We've got another 2 somewhere. Now, another thing we did get was a Venus de Milo. Oh my god. Oh dear. Yeah, sometimes it don't clean up too well. And we got a tiny toothpaste. Too good. Patent in London. Tiny little thing. Can't wait to find the lid that goes on that. Now we did hit a decanter and literally hit it, put the spade right through the middle of it. Gutted. It would have been my biggest, nicest decanter stopper I've found yet. And it's broke. Now, we also got some stoppers. and some wagon wheels of probably a kid's toy or maybe even an adult's toy train. Yeah, we've got some of the stoppers that go in, the vulcanite ones, and some of the glass stoppers, and a clay marble. But they're all inside this cup for the king and queen. Now, Queen Victoria died in 1901, I think it was 1901, and King Edward VII took over. He didn't have the reign for long. I think he was like, nah, it's not for me, and passed it on to George V. So we were trying to work out if that was George V or Edward. So I'm going to check out, and it's probably going to be George. But if it turns out to be Edward, I'll let you know, because that's going to be wow. So, yeehaw on that one. All the flags, they're decked out in their nice royal gear, big crown. Good stuff. You rarely find cups intact, let alone one that's commemorating the royals. But yeah, stoppers galore. We've got a couple of more of these stoppers. The Vox Stout stopper, AG Bar stoppers, more glass stoppers. I separate them into different tubs. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute, guys. Right, guys, this part of the video is touching on what I was talking about earlier now. Things like these for selling, like I've got an abundance of them, and a lot of these things are coming out of the ground at a decent rate, and it's bulking up. I mean, my little man cave's tiny and space is important, so I wanted to keep just at least one or two of everything that I have, and I've ended up bulking up. So I'm just wanting to see if people would be interested in little things like this. These stoneware pots are like 100-year-old. I mean, look at the sizes of them all. Look at this tiny little guy. This is the one that Mark gave me. That is cool. This is the only one I have. It's this small, so this little buddy wouldn't be for sale. But little pots like this. I mean, I'd take like a pound for one of these stoneware pots. I've seen people selling them online for like £10, but yeah, just a small donation would get yourselves whatever of these pots you would like. If you wanted a set made up, or I've got all different things. I mean, things like this is a aqua Tavu boot polish. Doesn't look so aqua under this light, but yeah, it's an aqua boot polish. Really nice shaped bottle, very strong, flat top for a cork, or whatever you would choose to put in it or seal it up with. Things like old Oxos, old Bovril bottles, little Shamford Corner inkwells. Some are aqua. I've even got a really nice cobalt blue one. Pen bridge inkwells where the pen used to sit. We've got double pen bridge inkwells. We've got hexagonal shaped ones. Lots of sides. Just lots of generic stuff like AG bar bottles, Essence Camp Coffee, and Shikori. I've seen these selling for like £15 online. I would take like £2. Well, £1 if it was a clear glass one, £2 if it was like an aqua glass. Just, it's not so much about the money, it's just the sheer amount of time taken up finding these bottles, the hard graft digging these bottles, and then just trying to give them up. It's not good. It's running out of space, and I can't collect hundreds and hundreds of the same bottle. And I just think it's a waste. I mean, these AG bars, I can't stand these bottles. They're just too boring. But to not take them away, I feel like I just need to take them away. I don't want to just leave them behind after all the effort it took to get them out of the ground. I mean, it's still a good bit of history. It's still a cool embossed bottle and would look good in any embossed collection. It's a part of the world that didn't produce, well, we did produce some stuff, but most of the stuff's gone, wiped out of circulation. So to get your hands on it, I'm not wanting like major massive prices, but if you live like in the States or something, to get lots of big glass bottles, the weight of it might actually totally screw you on shipping. You might end up, I don't know how the shipping works, so maybe you know somewhere getting stuff shipped over or which company to use and it's like decent ship rates from the UK, or I'll check it out also, just in case. That's one thing I've never had to do is send stuff to the States. But we got stuff like Melon's baby food formula bottles. Cracking embossed bottle. Got stuff like that. We got, oh, believe it or not, remember I cut this into a glass? All my other Hunter and Bennies have been cod bottles, right? And this one here, as you can tell by the way Partick's written across, this is actually quite a rare bottle, and I was informed yesterday that this bottle's worth about £6,000. And when I got it, the neck was totally cracked off, but it was broke off above the shoulder, so I decided to turn it into a glass. This is a £6,000 glass. And I got the information that this came from a £6,000 bottle. Oh, I was freaking out. Absolutely freaking out. I chopped into it. But this wasn't a cod bottle, this was a bottle with like a Grolsch style lid on it. Very, very rare bottle. So, yeah, if you want to put an offer in for that, 6,000. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we got other things, like some people are interested in like these things here. This is I've got loads more, but these are the vulcanite stoppers, and these go in the bottles with this kind of lip. You would just go in and they would just screw down inside. That's it on. See? But yeah, I hear that a lot of people actually look for these. I hear these actually sell well online, but I'm just getting a big abundance of them, and some people might be needing them to make a set. Like they might have the bottle but could never ever come across the stopper, and to complete the set they might want the stopper. So I mean, I've got lots of different styles of tubs and pots and strange bottles, and yeah, a lot of people like the inkwells, glass marbles, ceramic marbles, the clay marbles, lots of other kinds of big bottles. And then we could get into things like the big fancy embossed bottles. Once I get like more than one, I would definitely be willing to sell the rest. I only need one of each, and whenever I get a new one of whatever, I'll switch it out, and whatever one I want to keep, I'll keep, and the rest will go into the pile for selling. But big things like this, check that out, they are rare. Wicked, wicked stone pots. You don't see them going about, it's about a litre. It's a big thing. But yeah, it was just to let you know, so like, if you've seen stuff like, I pull maybe 3 or 4 of these things out, little cream pots, very rare cream pots from Scotland. They'd be available to buy for a small donation. I mean, I've heard people asking crazy 30s, 50s of pounds and stuff for them, but I won't be looking for that here. I just got an abundance of stuff, and I can't keep everything. I'm going to end up being called Hoarder Hunter. So guys, rather than waffling on, dragging this out any longer, it was just to let you know, anything you see coming out, if you're interested and you maybe want some of that for your collection, don't be afraid to ask or mention, and I'll check stuff out. Make sure we can try and get it as cheap as possible. Like, I wouldn't want you to get screwed over on shipping if you were like abroad or in the States. There's no point paying a couple of pounds for a bottle if you're going to end up paying £20 on delivery. That's just crazy. But yeah, well, I'll put it in the air anyway. If anybody's interested in any little trinkets like that or anything that you've seen, don't be afraid to ask. If you don't ask, I'm going to get buried underneath all this stuff. So there you go. Thanks a lot for joining us on the dig. And yeah, see you in the comments. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye for now.